Hey, what's up everyone? It's Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and we're back with episode 10 of Beyond Wrestling. And actually, it's funny because I'm recording this early in the morning. I would have recorded this late at night, but I was too tired, so I ain't well. But also, I want to dedicate this episode to my best friend Ricky, whose birthday is today, which is January 24th, which is when this episode will drop on YouTube. This video is brought to you by Bang Energy Drink. I just tried that the other night and it's really great. It's the Star Blast flavor, I believe. I have it right here. It says Star Blast. So yeah, I really like it. It's a really cool drink. You know, it's kind of tastes like a soda, and it's not one of them drinks I would recommend you try all the time. But if you deal with children or you work long work hours, then definitely you want to go with that drink. So definitely check out the Bang Energy Drink. I hope to, maybe review some of their products on this channel one day, or try some more of their flavors. And if you've tried it, let me know what you think about that drink. But yeah, I cannot believe that we're finally at the 10th episode of this whole wrestling talk show. And it's crazy because I have a whole bunch of ideas for this channel written down and saved in my phone and everything. And so for this episode, I wanted to talk about the reasons why I think everyone should watch wrestling. And it doesn't even have to be today's stuff. It can be the stuff from the 90s or even the 80s. But I think the 90s was probably one of the best times in wrestling. Not just because of the Attitude Era. We still had some really big stars. We had Hogan, Warrior, Flair, Sting, Ricky Steamboat, Mr. Perfect, Macho Man, guys like that who was tearing it up. We had some women's wrestlers, and I've mentioned a couple of them in the past, but Medusa, who was known as Alundra Blaze, she was really blazing the trail for women in the 90s and everything. But the reasons why, and I think for episode 10, I was like, what, why not just do reasons why? I don't know if I can name 10, but I can definitely name a bunch of good ones. But actually, the first one is, I think you guys should check out the original Raw is War, when they first debuted that the Raw is War, and I think that was around maybe 90, I would say late 96, early 97. Man, the intro alone to that show got you hyped, and you could not wait to see what was going to happen. You couldn't afford to miss wrestling when that show came on. And with Stone Cold he was gonna probably beat up Vince McMahon in some kind of way, or cuss him out, or trash one of his $1 million cars or something like that. And then you had Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. That whole feud was really great to check out as well. You're gonna definitely watch the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at the In Your House Ground Zero pay-per-view in the Hell in a Cell. You have to watch that Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, because that match, and it was at Bad Blood 1997, but that match made me a fan of wrestling, but it also scared the crap out of me because I was 7 years old at the time of watching that. And shoot, I've told the story before, but I was legit scared for Shawn Michaels. I thought the Undertaker was gonna kill him, but rightfully so, because hell, leading up to that match, Shawn Michaels did a lot of underhanded, crooked things to try to stop the Undertaker's progress and everything. So he cost him the WWF Championship and all kinds of stuff like that. I really like the Stone Cold and Bret Hart matches. You know, those were some really great storytelling right there between those two. And this was right as Stone Cold's about to, you know, hit it big with the Stone Cold Steve Austin character. So even if you don't have the WWE Network, which I probably recommend that you would get it, because right now you can get 2 months for 99 cents if you're a new subscriber, and that's not including the free month that you get as well. So I think you get a total of 3 months right there. But you can literally YouTube Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, the promos, and then the matches. They had their first encounter was at SummerSlam. I mean, not so SummerSlam. It was I believe it was Survivor Series 1996. And that was the first time I believe they had their first encounter. And then of course they had the really great match at WrestleMania 13, where you saw the double turn where a wrestler would switch roles with another one, and one would become a good guy and one would become a bad guy. That was unheard of at the time, and it really worked. And that match, it wasn't your flashy type wrestling match. It was a legit fight, and I think that's what made wrestling fun to watch. Is you really thought these people hated each other, and you thought, oh man, I can't wait to see them just beat the crap out of each other. It doesn't have to be all of them rest holds and stuff and submission holds, because let's face it, I feel like that kind of wrestling is boring. Anytime there's a match like that you see that can definitely make you bored and not want to watch wrestling. But that's not what this episode is all about. Definitely watch the NWO stuff. Watch Goldberg's like entire run in WCW. The dude just steamrolled through everyone, and he had the great intensity. So you definitely want to check out what Goldberg did in WCW, you know, because you couldn't wait to see what he was gonna do. Even Sting as the Crow character, YouTube Sting Crow gimmick, and you're gonna see some of the really coolest moments ever, like Sting coming from the rafters of the arena on this hook and beating everybody with a baseball bat, and he had everybody scared, man. You know, that was such a great time, man, for that. And that's just a few of them right there. Those are just a few good reasons why you should watch wrestling. And also the music. Listen to the intros of Monday Night Raw's War and WCW Nitro. Those intro music, the music that they had for those shows, they made you hype along. The pyro when the show came on. And I know WWE don't have the pyro except for like certain big shows like WrestleMania, and I think maybe the Royal Rumble or something. But I love when wrestling had pyro, because it made it feel like you was a part of something really special. You know, it added to the atmosphere. You know, it made it seem like your time was not gonna be wasted. So that was really cool. And oh, I like that music right there. But yeah, like and I would like to hear what you guys what are your reasons you think people should watch wrestling, you know. But you gotta check out the Mid-South wrestling stuff too. You know, those are some really good times with Tony Atlas and Ric Flair, them Junkyard Dog, you know, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, them, you know, really great moments. NWA, Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes. You gotta check out the Dusty Rhodes promos. Listen to those. If you don't even watch any of Dusty Rhodes matches, listen to his promos, man. He was a real good guy, but in terms of a character, but you related to him. You liked what he was saying. He wasn't corny. He wasn't this smiley, giggly babyface character. He kept it real. You know, he was liked by a lot of black people. You know, he really was. Dusty Rhodes was that kind of dude, man. And his son Cody Rhodes right now, he's doing some really big things. You know, and I think he's following in his dad's footsteps, and I think that's really cool. You know, Uh, oh yeah, check out some ROH stuff with the Young Bucks. Those guys are really talented. New Japan Pro Wrestling, especially with Kenny Omega. You know, watch Kenny Omega versus Tanahashi, or watch Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That match will blow your mind, I guarantee you. And also, cannot forget about those TLC matches with Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys. You know, look those matches up. You gotta check those out. Those are really great action-packed matches. And of course, you can't forget the women. You know, you watch Trish versus Lita. Really good storytelling, very groundbreaking as they, you know, main event Raw and everything. But those are some of my ideas and of reasons why you should watch wrestling. So thank you all for watching and have a blessed day.